aren't here now. They're about my age, but we played with them, and they were the team. They taught us how to work together with them, and they expected us to be the legs when we were playing because we were younger. We were 10 years younger than them, so we still had a lot of spunk, and they had the skill, and it really worked out good when we played with them. It was an honor to be able to play with them. I also spent a couple of days out in the woods with that. My cousin Bino, sometimes he had to hear something. Oh, you want to fill in for a day? Back then we were able to fill in for a day if somebody was going to miss for something important. But I didn't spend too much time logging, but I ran machinery. But being young like that, I was able to keep up with that. He was pretty fast. He was never slow in the woods. He ran in, he ran out. Today, if you did that, you'd get fired because of the safety regulations. But when we were logging with him years ago, it was on the go. It was just in and out, in and out. Um, I know with compensation now, they say you can't run when you're working like that no more. You have to walk. So, we weren't used to walking in and out or doing anything. So when we had to get work done, and Bob was one of the ones that kept us in tune about, you have to do it this way. But logging is a tough thing, and when he was the rig and slinger, like any rig and slinger, they have to they have to know what's happening, and they have to know where the wood is going to be going, so they have to know how to hook the log up so they can twist it and move it back and forth. And he taught us all a whole bunch of tricks of how to hook the log. You just didn't go and hook it up and then expect the machine to pull it. Sometimes you had to go around the stump. So they fixed it so that you could twist the log and roll and swing out of the way of a hang up. And things like that. It saved a lot of injuries in the woods because they knew how to work. But I just like to thank the family for having him be part of my life. Awesome.
Wasia, really thanking everybody for the beautiful words coming up here. It takes a lot of strength to come up here and share from the heart. I know there'll be times, during the night tonight, tomorrow, or even the days to follow that people could still sit with the family and share all those stories. I really thank you on behalf of the family for your patience. Show us a lot of love and respect for the man and the family to sit here and keep tuned in, keep that patience going. Show us how much you love him and the family, the respect that you're giving by allowing people to come up and give a piece of themselves. So I'm really thankful for that. I really like to hear the stories all the time, especially when they're our elders. That when they move on, we always hear the stories of when they were younger when they're playing soccer, when they're up in the mountains running logging. Those are the stories that we want to be reminded of because that's who he is now. He's a young man again. He's got no aches and pains. And that broken heart that we heard of is not broken no more. He's with his love. So now we have that in our mind is that he's a young man. He's mended back together. No more sickness, no more sadness. And Kakalata wanted to really remember that, you know, he's got his vision, he's got his eyes. He was lived without one of his eyes. I remember that at my mom's funeral. We forgot to put in her glasses. And I told them, I said, don't put those glasses in there because she hated them to begin with. She don't need those where she's going. She's whole again. That's the feeling we got. They're young again and they're full of life. That's what we're going to feel. You know, the crazy stories, you know, I played baseball with him on Letza with Andy Stephanum. He was older man then, and he was still out there giving her running bases. He used a wooden bat. He used to use Ernie's wooden bat all the time back in the day. You know, that was in the Native Two-Pitch League. We had crazy times with him because every time he would pop up around us, we'd always hear the dirty stories and everything. We're at Smokehouse, our little smokehouse down at Spathlayla one day. I think we're all outside working on wood or something. And he happened, I think, came by with Robin doing wood or something, or doing garbage. They come pop in. And he happens to see a chunk of wood that it looked like a Y. And it looked like it had a bark vagina or something on there. But he picked it up. He's, oh, look at this. Like, holy fuck. Get me excited. You know, it's like, oh my God. And I was like, we were always taught to put good feelings into what we're doing, especially if you're doing, you know, wood, because that warms up your home. But I was like, I don't think I want to put that in the fire, you know. So we left it outside in front of the smokehouse on one old wood stove. We just left it there to laugh at all the time. It was hilarious. Always reminded us of him and how crazy he was, right? But, you know, that's what we're here tonight. Felt like we're just sitting around sharing stories with one another and enjoying the night with him. That's what we were doing. We're enjoying the night with him. But, you know, again, on behalf of the family, really thanking everybody for all their love and patience and respect for our loved one, towards the family. You know, it's been a beautiful night so far, and we got a little ways more to go tomorrow with his journey. But for tonight, the family would still like to do a viewing. We're going to ask Tataskaluk and to come up and help us with this part of the work. So at this time, we're going to move on to the viewing. We're going to be calling upon our drummers one more time to help hold us up. We're going to ask some ladies to come forward, help take care of the dressings on the casket. So we're going to follow our elders' guidance. Yes, yeah. Again, just a reminder, no mementos to be left with our loved one. Watch your tears, no tears in the casket. And when we start, we'll start at the back and we'll move our way forward to the family. We're going to leave it to our elders to take care of us at this time. No eating or drinking when the casket is open. Yes, yeah.